Tony, I'm symbolic. Man, I was just I was just getting ready to go to sleep, man. I've been responding to videos and typing for hours. But a friend pointed me towards your video, so I watched it, and I think it's a great video. So I had to respond, um, but my brain may go sideways or sometimes shut down a little while I talk because it's late, man, and I need sleep. Um, anyway, I like your video, man. It's real sincere. Um, I don't know why you can't be an atheist. I don't try to force yourself. I mean, it's not. I don't think being an atheist is like a capacity or something. What am I trying to say? I don't know. My brain's shutting down. Um, in any event, well, okay, I'll explain me. I was raised in an atheist family, so we were never taught religion. We were never taught that a God exists or doesn't exist. Um, we were never taught any particular religion. We weren't taught that hell exists or hell does not exist. We just weren't raised with that as a belief. Um, um, but the belief of the family was that God does not exist. So if you believe that God does not exist, then none of this other stuff can happen. I'm actually agnostic. I suspend judgment on whether a creator exists or not because I don't know. And it's actually an interesting. The process I went through to get there is kind of actually interesting, but that's a whole other video. In any event, for whatever reason, people believe what they believe, and they shouldn't try to force themselves to believe anything else. You know, um, Maybe you are a person of childlike faith or a man of perfect faith. Maybe that's your problem. You're a man of perfect faith. Man, you better mess that up. Um, um, anyway, um, so that's kind of the story. You said a lot of really interesting things, but my brain is shutting down on me right now. Um, oh yeah, nobody wants to go to hell, of course. I mean, but the thing is, atheists and agnostics, we don't believe in it. We don't believe it exists. We just don't. We just don't believe it exists. And I tell you the truth, I can't make myself believe that hell exists. Heaven, I might convince myself that it exists, but hell, I just can't believe it exists. And then if I assume that there is a God, and I assume that Jesus Christ is God, manifested on earth in among humans in human form. I just even if I believe that, I couldn't believe that a God of infinite love would really cast people that he loves down into hell forever. Actually, I met a Christian online who reads a lot of the texts, and he's come to a whole different conclusion. He reads the original languages. He believes that if people are in hell and they accept Jesus Christ, they come to believe and accept Jesus Christ while they're in hell, then they get out of hell and go to heaven. That that basically it is a matter of free will, but free will extends beyond death, even when you're in hell, and you remain in hell so long as you are unwilling to accept Christ. But so it's actually sounds much more compassionate, much more consistent with my concept of Christianity and its central focus on love. 'Cause I just can't believe that if it's just such a contradiction to think that an all-loving, infinitely compassionate God would condemn people forever. Your chance is over. As soon as you die, it's all over. Oh, you got to check out uh, the guy's username is the preacher 84040. He's uh, uh, fire and brimstone preacher, and he's taken on the atheists. He's got a million videos. I don't know how many videos he does, but there's one video. Look for it. It's called "Warning to All Atheists Around the World." The spelling's a little tricky. He's from the Philippines. Really interesting to watch, man. You should hear this guy. You might really enjoy him. I like watching him. Yeah, the preacher 84040. He cast me into the lake of fire once. And I asked him this very question. I asked him, preacher, you know, is there a chance that Jesus, in His infinite mercy, would either spare people from going to hell or would release them after a certain time. And he said, "No, no way! You're out of luck. Check out his stuff." But he makes a lot of videos, so don't you can end up spending a lot of time on that. So I don't know. I guess that's why I'm an agnostic. I don't know the answer to these questions. I don't know. But I don't think we should all be trying to force ourselves to be something else for whatever reason we believe what we believe, whether it was because we learned it or because we saw something or we saw some truth or our minds work in a certain way or our hearts work in a certain way or some combination of the two or our souls. Well, who knows? Who knows what it is? But I don't think any of us are going to burn forever in hell. Forever in hell. I just don't believe it. I can't. I can't believe that. It sounds really more to me like an invention, a story that was invented to control people, to control them. That's what it sounds like to me. But I could be wrong. C'est la vie. I guess I'll just have to find out. Huh? Time will tell, Tony. Listen, thanks for your video. Again, I really enjoyed watching it. Huh? And take care. Bye bye.